What's up, faders? It's your boy Johnny here, and before we start the show, I would like to say that Got Faded Japan is changing. Now, don't get me wrong. We're not changing, our theme, two dudes, booze, Japan in the news. We know you love the news, and we're going to continue with that, of course. However, we want to do something different from time to time. And basically what we want to do is we want to interview cool people who are doing awesome things here in Japan. So if you or anybody you know is doing something really awesome in Japan, and maybe that's a hobby or a job, or you're starting a company or whatever, contact Got Faded Japan at Instagram. Go to our Instagram and just send us a message, and we'd love to have you on the show because there's nothing more awesome than hanging out with cool people who are doing awesome things here in Japan. So yes, definitely contact us, and we'll definitely see you soon. All right, without further ado, enjoy the show.
Got Faded Japan!
I'm all about my business, but I ain't got no briefcase. Yeah, all I got's some whiskey. Open now the whiskey, bring it to you. Yeah, I'm leaning up against the door, and my feet stuck to the floor, and we're messing on and go. Yeah, I've been in before. I'm a broken man, needing remedial lands. I'm all about my business.
What's up, faders? Welcome to yet another action-packed episode of Got Faded Japan, and I am your host, Johnny. And as you fine folks know, Got Faded Japan is about two dudes, booze, Japan, and the news. And actually, faders, it is really early in the morning, so right now we do not have booze, but we got something better. We have coffee and water. The I guess drinks that are going to keep you alive forever, I guess. That's all you need, really. So yes, and faders, we're doing something special today. Basically, just like our previous couple episodes, we're interviewing or just hanging out with cool people who are doing awesome things here in Japan. And today, I'm very, very honored.
I just turned the water into grape juice.
Oh my God, are you Jesus?
No, this is grape juice. I'm popular though. I'm not Jesus, but I'm popular.
Oh my God. All right. Speaking of popular, faders, we're here with a very popular and famous person that's doing something absolutely epic here in Japan. We are here with the one, the only Scott Popular, who is making video games, making arts, developing the gaming industry here in Japan. This guy is kicking butt and taking names. And if you're living in Japan, or if you've lived in Japan for over a year or something, you definitely have heard this guy's name and stuff. This guy is all over the city. He's doing epic things. The projects that this guy is working on is absolutely incredible. I'm so blown away that this guy here is on the show. Scott Popular, welcome to Got Faded Japan, episode 775.
Go Blue. Go Big Blue.
Aha!
Go Dogs. Yeah. Yeah, thank you for having me. This is an amazing outlet. Thank you for doing so much for the community, because without you, we wouldn't even be doing this. So thank you, John.
Hey, thank you, man. There's love all over the studio today. Oh my, love and dirty clothes, and that's my bad, and all sorts of other stuff. Oh my gosh, yeah, the place is a mess. For you guys watching this place, looks pretty good, huh?
Dope art.
Yeah, well, we got some artwork and stuff, and yeah, definitely dope art right here. So we're actually both sporting our shirts right here.
Yeah.
So I got the SPILT ink, and you've got
Ninja Man.
Ninja Man. That's right. Right. Dude, Ninja Man is absolutely awesome, and I want to talk all about Ninja Man. Oh my gosh, there's so much to talk about and stuff. You're doing so many cool things with Ninja Man, and yeah, but let's go back. Let's turn the record back a little bit, and let's start at the beginning. Okay, you were born on a very cold December Eve. No, that's no. We're not going to go back that far. We're not going to go that far, but we are going to get into gaming. So, okay, Scott, how did you get into gaming?
Okay, so I think just like any other kid back in the 80s and 90s, there was Atari, there was Pac-Man,
Yep.
And most importantly, I think the thing that's kind of like molded my path in life was just the arcade.
The arcade.
In Japan, you got game centers, but in America, we have arcades or nickel galleries or whatever. It was just some place where the lights, the blinking, there was a instant reaction. I put the quarter in, I grab the controller, I push some buttons,
Hmm.
something happens on this screen. Next thing I know, that's like 8 hours later.
Yep. Yep. And hopefully only one quarter.
No, I got yeah. I got really really good at a whole bunch of different games, but just being in that environment
Mm.
where it didn't your color didn't matter,
Hmm.
your your age didn't matter at
Hmm.
times. I mean, the amount of money you only needed once you got good,
Hmm.
like $2 will work throughout the whole day.
Mm.
And then there's a whole nother economy, like while you're sitting there playing, you're like, okay, cool. If you just walk around the arcade
Hmm.
and stick your finger in as a kid into each all the slots, somebody's gonna leave some money in there.
Hmm.
So you can just replay on that. And then, I mean, it's a whole bunch of different things, but it was a perfect little microcosm world for me to play and meet different people and just people from all different walks of life.
Very cool.
And yeah, I loved it. And then just going through the arcade phase, going like living through the Atari generation, living through Nintendo generation, living through like Genesis, like going through several different like console
Hmm.
wars and to where we are right now, man, it's
Hmm.
it's been a blessing. It's been great. So I really love games, but I know that I've invested way more enough in this industry not to be a part of it.
Hmm. Hmm.
That's where I am right now.
That's awesome. That's really cool. What was your game of choice when you're playing in the arcade?
Game of choice playing an arcade. Oh God,
Mine was Afterburner because it moved around and stuff. That was kind of cool.
that's crazy. Okay, so you're talking about the Afterburner with the big chair.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So the one that like moved around. Okay, so
Uh-huh.
that's the Sega game. Afterburner Climax was on the Limburg system. That's another like, and they made this game called Well, no, Afterburner. It's called F-Zero GX. That's my arcade game go to by far.
Really?
But if it's a versus game, probably Street Fighter 2 Champions Edition.
Nice. Nice.
Yeah, so kind of old school like that. But
Yeah. Well, who is?
but the game I suck at. Let's talk about this game.
Okay. All right.
For some, maybe it's because I'm
Uh,
tall. Air hockey.
oh, air
I
hockey.
suck at air hockey.
Gaga, gaga,
Like I
gaga, gaga.
really suck at this game. Like
Mhm.
I feel like I should be so much better at it. I feel like maybe my arm length is is not good.
I thought that would be an advantage
I
back
thought
longer.
so too, man.
Yeah.
But like, man, it's certain games I can't beat girls in. Air hockey,
Hmm.
Dr. Mario. I can't do it. I don't understand. I just run away. I'm like, I can't beat you because you're a girl. I don't know what it is. I just
Hmm.
can't do it.
Hmm.
And I've grown to accept it.
Uh-huh.
So, but yeah, it is. But then I have this other chapter in this book that I'm supposed to write sometime in my life that just maybe I want to title it "Girls Are Better at Puzzle Games."
Really?
That's just how I feel about it.
Dude, I mean, the thing is, my wife, when I first met her, she used to play the DS all the time, and all she did was play puzzle games.
Did you ever play against her?
I played Ostro,
Okay,
like the
yeah, yeah,
board
the
game.
3D,
Yeah,
yeah.
and yeah, she always won. So yeah, maybe you're right. Maybe you're right. Girls, they think logically, and we think rationally
I don't know.
or irrationally.
They
I don't.
think enough to beat us. So I don't know what to put it on, but I know what they're trying to do,
Mm,
and I can rarely ever win. So, but yeah, that's girls are better at puzzle games. That's just it.
that's a good chapter. I've got four sisters, and I don't play games with them.
Okay.
Oh man. Okay. And so how did you then start making games? You went from playing games in the arcade. What was like the next step? How did that happen?
COVID.
COVID?
COVID hit hard. So,
Hmm. Were you in Japan in COVID?
I was
Okay,
in
cool.
Japan during COVID,
Yeah.
and before that, I was doing a lot of esports events,
Hmm.
and it just like when COVID hit, esports dried up because this is an event where you use games aftermarket,
Hmm.
and then you would go to hotels and rent out hotels,
Hmm.
and then people from all across the world would come to play
In Japan.
in America.
Okay.
But when I was living in Japan, what I did was I would have a tournament series
Hmm.
where I would get Japanese players to come, and because gambling is illegal in Japan,
True.
I couldn't pay them,
Hmm.
but what I could do, I could take a proceeds from the door,
Hmm.
and then I can gather up the money, and I could make a team and send them to a bigger tournament in America where they could play for money.
Wow. So that's where basically it all started.
That's no, actually, I want to say that's probably like the third chapter
Mm-hmm.
because I was doing this in America before, but
Mm-hmm.
that was fine. But when I came to Japan, and I was like, oh, gambling is illegal. You got to figure out some other way to do this.
I don't think playing video games is playing
It's
for
gambling.
somebody. It is gambling.
It's gambling. I've
It,
seen people. I mean,
I know pool's gambling.
I've seen people get killed playing Mario.
Mario Kart?
No, Mortal Kombat.
Wait, like their character or actually in real life?
Real life.
Jeez. Oh my gosh. Yeah. I thought that was more of a pool thing where
No,
people
I
got
mean,
violent.
no,
Or
no, no,
darts. Darts.
no,
Very
no,
violent game.
no. Video games can get extremely violent.
Mm.
It's just like any other game. People are really, really passionate about it, and unfortunately, sometimes people will lose their lives.
Oh my God.
Hopefully, that doesn't happen as much anymore.
Uh-huh.
But the level of toxicity
Uh-huh.
in fighting games,
Yeah.
because it's basically based in that. We are literally fighting each other.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But some of the best friends I've ever made in my life
Yeah.
are people I initially hated,
Ah.
like hate, all caps. But then you know, after like $100 or like we just going back and forth, it's like, you know what? I hate you, but I can respect the level of skill.
Okay.
And
Yeah.
so I mean, the communication is in the game, and so you know, even fierce rivalries,
Mm-hmm.
at some point you should be able to be like, you know what, good game, GG,
Mm-hmm.
and then go from there. And I've made some of my best friends who were initially that motherfucker.
Really? Oh
Yeah.
man. That's wild. That's kind of like the DJ game, you know?
Yeah,
Like
I
scratch.
can imagine. I can imagine because like you're working a crowd, but the same thing is just like, and people has like so many different dirty tactics. Because to me,
Mm-hmm.
when I was playing, what I noticed in Japan and America, like one of the key differences is in America we have the big setups where it's like like where we're sitting right now. It's like,
Yeah.
if I got a stick, you got a stick, we got one screen.
Mm-hmm.
In Japan, for a very long time, it's always been the caddy cabinets where you're on this side,
Yeah.
and I'm on this side.
Oh yeah.
It's a
Like
row, right?
Yeah.
So even if you beat me, or vice versa, I got to either stand up and kind of look down, which is easier for me because I'm tall.
true.
But if you're shorter, that means you got to get up, walk all the way around, either left or right, to find out who beat you.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
And you know, back in the days, like, you know, you don't have that instant instant like gratitude, instant like animosity. When you're standing next to somebody, they will say some wild shit.
Oh yeah, of course. Everybody's talking shit.
Everybody talks shit. And what's
Yeah.
even funnier is the peanut gallery in the back.
Uh-huh.
And so it's like, maybe these are my friends and those are your friends. And like,
Oh,
this is
no.
hilarious conversation.
Oh man, things escalate.
Things escalate, and I mean, I've been in several fights because of that.
Because of Mario Kart?
Because of anything else.
Oh, Luigi.
Mario Kart, I think, well, not Mario Kart, but Smash Brothers, most definitely.
Really?
But I mean, I think I learned a lot of conversation tools during that whole escapade of just playing in various different arcades, because this is, you know, before the internet.
Mm-hmm.
So you literally had to go to different arcades. And in America, being from the East Coast, our games are coming way later, because back in the day, Japan's making them. They ship it to Cali. Japan's making it. It might be a year or two until they release a US version. It gets to Cali, and then they gotta somehow ship it, like whatever they have left over, they're gonna try to ship it to the East Coast. And if it goes to the East Coast, it's gonna go to New York. It's not coming to Georgia first.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
So
Yeah.
it's
You're
a
from Georgia.
long ass, like, you know, supply train. Like, when are we gonna get it? If we're gonna get it. And then you got people developing all these little different techniques and styles and stuff like that. But you don't know until you actually go. Like, when you go to California, you see, oh, that's the lineup they're using. These are the characters they use. This is what they prefer. This is how they play. And then, you know, like right now we live in the age of instant gratification where, oh, I don't like that character, I'm gonna complain. Developer, make an update. That shit wasn't happening back in the day. There was no internet. Like, if it was broken, you didn't like it,
You had to write a letter.
yeah,
Pen and paper.
yeah.
Developer man.
You'd be better off sending out a smoke signal. Like it was bad.
Oh man.
But this is where we are right now, and I mean, you got to keep up. But COVID is basically what made me like esports dried up, and I was like, dude, I don't like. I was still teaching English,
Hmm.
but that whole brick and mortar
Hmm.
English teaching thing that wasn't working out either.
Hmm.
So I was like, when I had that time, I was like, okay, cool. Let me just see if I can make a game. And the good thing is, Roger, who you met before,
Hmm.
Roger is an amazing drummer,
Hmm.
but he's also somewhat of a hacker. He
Off the record.
off the record,
Supposedly.
supposedly
Supposedly.
goes by his record down, but he gets hold of my computer and he saw that like I was making pixel characters, and the reason why I made a pixel character is because Saka Nakane, she was doing a video for Queen Bee,
Hmm.
Jobachi, and they needed like a little pixel zombie. So I had an iPad and I made a pixel zombie and I gave it to him. But after they aired that video and the pixel zombie was in there, I still had the program. So I ended up just making those little pixel characters. And I was using it as a template because I was at the English school I was at. I was
Hmm.
actually making those characters for the kids
Nice.
because like it was like the one thing at the art school. Like I was kind of like, okay, cool. I can help you with the art class, but I can only use the iron beads because I'm not good with paint. I'm not like you.
Hmm.
Like I can't really paint or draw that well.
Hmm.
But as for putting these little dots in the order to make a picture, I could do that very well. And I did it for like 4 different schools. And so I just got
Wow.
really good at it. Like really, really good at it.
Really fast too.
Really fast.
Yeah.
And because the whole thing was I was the iron master because I'm the adult in the class. So that means all the kids have to bring their projects to me. They can't touch the iron.
Iron.
The iron.
Oh, ironing.
Right,
Oh, okay.
right,
Cool,
right,
cool,
right,
cool. I
yeah.
thought you meant muscle. I was
Yeah,
like,
that too. Because little Japanese kids like to do the concho.
oh, you gotta be careful.
So I was like, I get to sit down. I got this hot ass iron. I wish you would try me out, burn you, Satoshi. Anyway,
Yeah.
so I was just making their stuff, and I was like, just do it like this, and they're like doing this, and these kids would just come, and they're like, yo, iron this, make that, and then I was just making so many of them, but I kept a record of it.
Hmm.
Roger gets into my computer. He's like, yo, you have enough to make an entire game. You made all these assets.
Hmm.
You just got to put it together into one game. And I was like, all right, cool. He was like, I'll make this game. I'll be the programmer under one condition.
Yeah.
And he said, I'll make this game, but you have to be in my rap group.
Hmm. Wait, you rap?
Yeah, I know, right?
No, I'm not saying like what you rap. No, I was like a surprise, like what you rap?
Yeah. Okay. So all the music in our game
Uh,
is me and Roger.
really?
All of it.
Wow. Okay.
All the
I didn't know
music,
that.
all these goofy, all the goofy songs, the Ichiban game, Ninja
Mhm.
Man, Ninja You Lame. It's a whole bunch of tracks in there. So we made all the music, and we've performed a couple. I think we perform maybe twice a year, which is Bit Summit and Tokyo Game Show. That's the only time we perform.
I can book you.
Okay, cool. Well, let's get that done.
I've got events happening all the time. Oh my goodness. Actually, you know what? The best thing about like making your own music is that you don't have to worry about copyrights.
Yeah.
I run into so many problems with copyrights whenever I put up a video and stuff. You know, it's like this video is not being played in these 3 countries. I'm like, oh, okay, you know.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, but like, I'll let him like he focuses mostly on that. But
cool.
it's been amazing being with Roger because he's such an amazing like musician. Like
Hmm.
he's like it took him like 2 years to actually get me to write my lyrics
Hmm.
because I was like, nah, I'm not doing that. And he was just like, man, will you please just write down your lyrics? Stop freestyling everything.
Hmm.
I was like, okay. So I started writing more. And it's actually, I'm not saying I'm the best rapper, but I'm better than you.
Hey. But the thing is, like, when it comes to like writing, the more you do it, the better
Yeah,
you know?
yeah. That part has been really, really
Mhm.
obvious. It's like, okay, some of this stuff I'm getting good with it, but I don't think I'm ready to like drop an album or nothing like that. It's been
Mhm.
fun.
Well, not yet.
Not yet. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens.
Do you rap about games?
I rap about scenarios in our games, And I have this one stupid collection that maybe I will release a song on my birthday next week.
Ah, happy birthday.
Yeah, maybe, because I have this thing. It's called Midday Bubble Bath Enthusiast.
I'm down with champagne.
Yeah. Whatever you can get, just taking a bubble bath in the midday hours does wonders. Try it. It's a popular promise. Do it. It'll help you out so much.
Hmm.
And so I write a couple tracks when I'm in the midday bubble bath, which is also my office hours. So if anybody ever calls me, if you got my number, you call me somewhere between the hours of 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. Don't be surprised when I'm in the bubble bath.
Oh man. Well, I'll be honest. From one creative person to another and stuff. When you're taking a shower or a bath, you're kind of isolated, right?
Yeah, it's
When you're
it's a studio kind of. Like,
yeah,
it's weird.
it is a studio. Yo, have you ever done an isolation tank?
I want to so bad.
Boom. There's only two places in Tokyo, and I've never done it in Tokyo. But
Mm,
get this, my brother-in-law, my sister's husband, he used to work at this isolate like this health fitness place, right? He
mhm.
was the manager, and this is about 2 years ago, 3 years ago, or something. And I my wife and I came on, we visited and stuff, and he's like, "Hey, yo, you know what? On Sundays or maybe it's a Friday, some days like we're kind of slow. So if you want to come check out my place, that's kind of cool." So I came in, and I'm looking around. He's like, "Okay, this is like the salt room where you go in this room. They shoot out natural salt, and
Sauce.
you breathe
Okay.
in salt, and you
Mm.
cough it up, and it clears out your lungs." And he's like, "And this is the ice bathroom place, whatever. And here's the isolation tank place." And I was like, "Wow, an isolation tank." He's like, "Yeah, man, you want to try it?" And I was like, "Yes." And so basically, I went in there and dude, oh my God, it was the most surreal psychedelic experience I've ever done, dude. Like you take your clothes off, you take a shower, you go and get in this salt, this lukewarm salt bath or whatever, and you just lay there and you put the top down. It is so black that with your eyes open or closed and stuff, you
You,
can't tell the difference, right? And you just float
you just
there and
melt.
after about I see the thing is all of a sudden time doesn't work. You
Yeah.
know, time doesn't exist anymore. I was supposed to be in there for an hour and I felt like I was floating, going downstream, and then I felt like my body was going around in a
Yeah.
circle, and then I felt like I was in space. And then I felt like, like all these colors and sounds were like all over me and stuff. It was like this weird thing. And I was imagining, I was like, is this what it feels like when you're dead? This might be it, like when you're dead and stuff. And then
It's like, I
yeah.
can fuck with this. All right.
It was crazy, man. It was so crazy. And then I had these weird experiences and stuff. And then I got out. And then I was like, I must have been in here like for 2 hours or something.
Right.
I didn't know what time it was and stuff. I thought maybe everybody left the building. So I took a shower and I got out and stuff. And the light hit me. I'm like, oh, and I was like, that's an incredible experience. And then Matthew, my sister, my brother-in-law, he's like, you were only in there for 30 minutes. And I was like, you gotta be kidding me. I had like all these epic adventures and stuff in my head. It was crazy, man. These things are nuts. You gotta do it
Yeah,
and
it's,
stuff.
it's crazy. Like when you dive into yourself and when you're in the presence of like, so, um, when I was in Hawaii with Akil
Mm-hmm.
and we experienced like something similar to that, but it's a little bit different. It's called Vanta Black.
Mm-hmm.
So Vanta Black is one of the few naturally occurring colors where it absorbs 99.9% light.
Oh,
So you
yeah.
can't tell if it's which way it's going. It's
Mm-hmm.
just absorbing everything.
Mm-hmm.
And so we're sitting in Hawaii on Waikiki Beach, and it's new moon.
Mm-hmm.
So that means there's no reflection off the moon,
Mm-hmm.
and it's just absorbing all the light.
So wait, it's like a machine?
No, we're looking at the ocean,
Yeah.
and the buildings are behind us, but
Yeah.
like it was so black that we couldn't tell if the ocean started here or if it was like way over there, but
That's
we could hear
dangerous.
it,
Yeah.
clearly hear it, but
Yeah.
couldn't. It was like alive.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And that's when we came up with extra black dimension,
Oh, ha, 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 ha. Which is?
which is our art collective. So that's me, Akil, Nelson, and Sketchfro.
That's right.
And then it all works together. And I was like, all right, that's XBD, extra
Mm-hmm.
black dimension. But
That's
it
awesome.
was great just to see that color, to see Vanta Black in real life. And I can imagine that's kind of the same experience you're going to get with an isolation bath
I don't know, but yeah.
when you like it's so black that you just it's you and then you just dive into yourself.
It's just your soul.
Yeah.
Your body doesn't exist. Your body and your soul separate. It's so weird. It's
And
hard to. Well, I hear the words coming out of my mouth, and my ears are like, "Yo, that's crazy talk."
you, and you were only in there for 30 minutes?
I was only in there for 30 minutes.
Completely, you went in sober.
Completely sober,
Bone dry.
110%. I was with my dad. My
Okay.
dad's not a cripple, but he's got a walker and stuff, whatever
Okay.
like that. And I was driving, of course. I was like super sober. Like,
Okay.
yeah, yeah, yeah. So yeah,
And
yeah.
you thought you were in there for hours and it was only 30 minutes.
You can't you like
Yeah.
I don't know.
Time or space
It's
is
so
gone.
weird, man. Yeah, you got to try it. That's the thing. You got to try it, you know. But yeah. So back to gaming.
Okay.
Okay, back to gaming. So, what is your process to making games? Is there like a process? Like, I mean, can you make a game by yourself, or do you need a team? Or
Well, pen and pad, I can do it by myself. Like if it's like trying to like even games like tic-tac-toe.
hmm
Um, you can actually come up with just drawing out what you need,
hmm
and then you just have to come up with a rule set. Like anything like checkers or anything that's like it's on a just a flat surface,
yeah,
I can do that.
hmm
But the thing is, how do I translate this well, how do I get it from my brain onto the paper, back onto the computer, and then have to explain it to other people?
hmm
Like, because I don't do music.
hmm
I do art, but I only do pixel art.
hmm
I always need a programmer. So now this becomes a business. Now it's becomes like, okay, I gotta talk this person into helping
hmm
me out. I gotta
hmm
find out these people's individual strengths and then bring them all together and hopefully this cookie tastes good.
Okay,
Because
cool.
sometimes it'd be like the ingredients are not mixing well.
hmm
Or sometimes the actual people don't even want to work together.
That's a big
And even like programmers are artists.
problem.
They don't think they are,
hmm
but they are artists. Even though they're like, "Yo, this is my code," and like, I look at it like, "Dude, that's beautiful." Like, you know how to type. You know, like,
It's more than that, I
yeah,
think.
yeah. You know how to type, but like when somebody can type really, really quickly and they can just like manifest the code. They go, "Oh no, you just do this and this ampersand and put this here." Like,
hmm
if this equals that,
hmm
and like it's a whole other different language.
hmm
And they often think that that's not art, but trust me, it is.
Yeah, yeah.
So the way they talk and the way they communicate isn't the same way the artists communicate and the way they talk.
I can see that. I work
And
with a lot of
then
artists.
now you got visual artists, then you have the musician artist, then you
Mhm.
have the programmer artist.
Three different brains.
Three different brains. Then there's one more brain, the business artist, the people in marketing.
hmm
And they also are artists as well. But how do you get all of these monkeys
mm
to not be crazy and
Mm.
do it's amazing. And like
Mm.
every time it's a different team.
Wow. Yeah, I mean, that book that I recommended about management and stuff,
Yeah.
you should get
That's
it.
read that one.
You should get
Okay,
that
yeah.
book. Read that book
Like
first.
it's been very interesting.
hmm
I've never and what I'm gonna try to do this year more than anything, I want to work with more females,
hmm
more women. I want to get their intuition because I like you said, I can't beat them in puzzle games. So it's gotta be something I can use there.
hmm
But when you're making a game, it's just like, okay, for me personally,
Mm.
I want to always make sure that it's fun for everybody on the team.
Yeah, that's the most important thing. If everybody's having a good
Sometimes,
time,
yeah,
everything.
we can get past a lot of things as long as it's
Mm.
fun. Let's like because we got to start there. Because ultimately, with just anything game related, it this is me.
hmm
I believe it should be fun. Some other people have
mm
a completely, totally different approach to it. But like
mm.
for me, for games, the games I like to play are typically fun games.
They should be. A game, just the definition of game is fun,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
Kinda.
yeah. But it's like, but the industry has grown in so many different ways.
hmm
Some games are like completely experimental. It's not even fun. It's just like, okay, did you see like check this out, right? Like
Yeah.
your picture here in the background.
Yeah.
Maybe your character is like, there's no fun, but he just needs to go from here to here.
Uh-huh. So it's a
Yeah.
puzzle.
Sometimes it's a puzzle, sometimes it's just walking. So like
hmm
there are games where you just walk.
hmm
It's just a game.
It's kind of like Mario. You're just
Yeah,
walking right.
yeah, but yeah, you're just walking right, but like it's stuff to do. There's games where like it's nothing to do. You just walking.
Oh my God. And it sells?
Yeah.
Wow, I should be in
Like,
that business.
yeah, well, come on, man, come on.
Just go straight.
Just go straight. You'll figure it out, bro. Just
Just
like,
don't mess with it.
like you cannot fuck this up.
Oh my gosh.
I mean, there's so many different markets,
Hmm.
which is really the very, very interesting part about the game industry because like there's so many different types of games. And
Mm.
so many different people. Well, no, let me dial that back. There's so many different types of games. The problem is there's not a lot of people making these games.
That's where you come in because you're making the games.
Yeah, that's where I come in, but I want to bring in all kinds of different people.
Hmm.
Because typically when we think about people who make games,
Hmm.
they're the nerds,
Hmm.
they're maybe they went to good schools or something, maybe they got some money,
Hmm.
and it's always been like that. And there needs to be more diversity in it.
Yeah.
And that's what I want to do more than anything. It's like I want to make sure that kids like me or people like me would
Hmm.
have a better chance of making a game
Hmm. Hmm.
because we spend so much time playing the games. Like when
Hmm.
you think about like the gamer base right now,
Hmm.
people of color, man, we up there like the high 78, 70 percentile.
Hmm.
But
Hmm.
making games,
Hmm.
we way below 10%.
Hmm. Hmm.
So like, just to change it up because like people have different narratives. Like there's so many different stories. Like when I meet like interesting artists
Hmm.
and I'm like, man, this could be a cool game. I don't know if you know your art could be a cool game, but this
God,
could be a cool game.
just another deadline I need. Oh God, dude, I'm gonna get colitis again. I'm gonna have to wind up in the hospital. Oh my God,
But
gross.
what I'm saying is, right, like even with your art, right?
Hmm.
Like, yeah, start here, go there. There does not need to be a story. Let them find out what they find out on their own.
We could do that. Yeah,
Yeah.
sure. I mean, we
Yeah,
can make a dollar.
and that's just an experience, man. And like
Hmm.
those things can be turned into game. But the thing is, I feel like I feel like artist people,
Yeah.
because there's no connection,
Hmm.
it's hard for them to come and talk.
Yeah. A lot of them are introverts.
Yeah, they're
They
like
just stay in their studio and they work and they don't communicate very
the
well.
and it's vice versa, the same way. The
Hmm.
programmer people,
Hmm.
unless there's a middle person,
Hmm.
they rarely ever talk to the artist people. And the music person don't talk to nobody. And the
Hmm.
businessman just comes in there later on. But the problem with the businessman is he don't know how to talk to none of y'all.
Oh my God.
He just wants you to finish so he can go sell that shit.
Oh my God. Okay. All right, Scott. I used to work in advertising, right?
Right.
When I worked in advertising, you've got the creative department, and then you've got like the business department, right? And in the business department, there's a small department called the accounting department, and the accounts department or accounting department has nothing to do with numbers or anything like that.
Right.
These guys are liaisons, so they basically work with the business department and the creative department, and they also work with the clients. So they're kind of like this group that works with all different angles. So they're basically like master communicators,
Right.
right? And so, because I mean, these three, I mean, clients and then business, and then you've got the creatives and stuff are like three different worlds, right? And so these guys right here are kind of like the middle guys and stuff. I think that's exactly what you need. You need like an accounts department or an account guy that can like communicate with everybody, especially the clients, because communicating with clients, I mean, every client is completely different, as you know.
Yeah. But they're completely different. But the thing is, with the client is,
Hmm.
you just got to make sure they love you.
Yeah, that's
The
true
best
too.
team I've ever been on,
Hmm.
creatively or whatever, has been always been football teams.
Hmm.
Because the one thing about football team is do your job.
Hmm.
That's it. As long as you do your job, I can't get mad at you, and we just might win. As
Hmm.
long as you say it with me, folks, do your job.
Hmm.
You have to do that.
Hmm.
At the very least, I just need you to do your job so we can all get together because there's one goal, and the goal is win.
Yep.
And that's always been kind of interesting to me when I go to do any creative process or project
Hmm.
because I feel like where's the goal? Because like in the sports team, it's crystal clear. It's like, okay, right there. We need to go there and we win.
Yeah.
Don't think. Just go there
Just do your
because
job.
you'll win. Do your job.
Yeah.
But when it's a creative process, it's like, all right, so and then now we wasting time.
Oh man. So you got to have like a clear like one sentence that basically is your main objective.
Touchdown.
Yeah, touchdown. Yeah, sell the game. Finish the game by this date, or I don't know.
I don't-
Mario finds the
like,
princess and saves
yeah,
her.
just touch, just get over there. That's
Mhm.
all we gotta do is get from here to there. We'll figure out all that other shit later, but I just need you to get from A to B.
Oh my goodness. How many people usually work on one? All right, like let's say a game that you're working on now or recently. How many people were working on that game?
Currently, the first person in Ninja Man, it was just me and Roger. But we've had Zach from True High Labs came in at one point, and yeah, that was it. So technically 3.5. But when we switched to Ninja Man and the Six Gold Change, then Jesse from Dinosaur and his team came in, and then that moved up to 10 people.
Mm-hmm.
But we've never met each other.
Oh, really? So it's all like online?
Yeah, everything's online. Me and Jesse met a long time ago at a Tokyo Game Show. But me, Roger, and Sketchbro, we all live here in Tokyo.
Mm-hmm.
Luis, Bruno, and all those guys, they all live in South America.
Mm-hmm. Oh, wow.
Jesse lives in Texas. And it's like, we speak in 3 different languages, but we're having fun.
Cool. That's the objective.
Yeah.
Have fun.
Have fun. Have fun.
And finish the game.
Yeah. So that now we're at that point where we need to finish the game.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that's been a great team. I've been working on. Fortunate to find these guys, and it's been a great process. I hope we can continue and push it out a little bit more. But yeah.
Very cool.
Yo, what's up, faders? Got Faded Japan has got a new sponsor. Our new sponsor is Gamuso Bar, located in Asagaya, Tokyo. If you're kicking it in Tokyo and you want to get your groove on, get your fade on, you better get your ass down to Gamuso. Gamuso is located in Asagaya. It's about 11 minutes from Shinjuku Station on the Chuo line. Gamuso has weekly bands, weekly performances. And hell, if you got your own event and you want to hold it at Gamuso, we'd love to host you. So contact Gamuso at www.gamuso.com. That's www.gamuso.com. That's right, Gamuso has not only beers in the bottle, but beers on tap. We've got every drink you want, so come on down to Gamuso. Gamuso, and if I'm working, tip me.
Have your attention, please. Attention.
Hey, yo, what's up, faders? Johnny here. You know I love booze and news, but I also love art. So come on down to thespiltink.com and check my art out. I've got tons of stuff there for you to check out. I've got paintings, I got prints, I got videos. And I tell you what, if you like a painting, I could probably sell it to you. And I tell you what, if I can't sell you that painting, I will definitely sell you a print. I've got prints of all my work. Prints are about 2,000 yen each, about $20, but if you buy 2, you get the third one for free. So come on down to thespiltink.com. Yo, and on top of that, I'm looking for commissioned work. So if there's something that you want me to do, I can make it for you. Just check out my stuff and see if you like my style. And if you like my style, I can definitely paint you anything on canvas, paper, whatever. I've done it all. So come on down to thespiltink.com. That is THESPILTINK.com. Thespiltink.com. Proper. Mitsuya Liquors. Yo, what's up, faders? If you're in Asia, if you're in Japan, if you're in Tokyo, if you're in Asagaya, you better get down to Mitsuya Liquors. That's right, for the most affordable prices in Japan, you can get over 300 different kinds of beer. That's right, over 300 different kinds of beer. And of course, they got all the shochu you need, all the sake you need, and of course, they got wine from California to Italy to France to New Zealand. They got it all. When I say they got it all, they really, seriously got it all. There's no joke about that. So get down to Mitsuya Liquors. And if you go in there and you say, Got Faded Japan, you will be more than welcome to go into their back room and drink those beers that you just purchased. That's right, Got Faded Japan at Mitsuya Liquors. And 3 times a week, they have a sushi chef there. So get your sushi on, get your drink on, get your fade on, and come on down to Mitsuya Liquors, located comfortably in Asagaya, about 5-minute walk from the station.
In Tokyo and craving soul food? We've got just the place for you. Soul Food House in Azabu-Juban. Check out what we do at soulfoodhouse.com. Come by and taste the love. We look forward to feeding you.
Are you in Harajuku with some out-of-town friends or your family or significant others? Yeah! Do you want to chill and drink beer and eat sandwiches while your friends overpay for glitter unicorn socks? Yeah!
And the flavor's gonna make you complete.
at Harry's Sandwich Company.
So come on down to Harry's Sandwich Company in the heart of Harajuku, right off Takeshita Street. See you there!
Speaking of gaming communities, I think there's like three major. I'm probably wrong, but from what I understand, there's three major gaming communities here in Tokyo, and I stumbled upon gaming. All right, this is my story. How I stumbled upon like gaming and international people with gaming communities. This is so weird. I have a friend that's in the Navy, right? And his mother was visiting from the States, right? And he called me up. He's like, "Hey, Johnny, my mom's in town and stuff, and I kind of want to take her to like a nice restaurant, and just show her a little bit and around Tokyo, and I also want to like introduce her to you." And I'm like, "Oh, that's kind of cool, whatever." So I was like, "All right, let's go to Nakameguro. Let's go to this izakaya that's right off Yamate Dori. Really cheap, but it's really authentic. The food is good, and yeah, it's a great place." So we walk in there and the staff's like, oh, yeah, you come over here. We're like, oh, perfect. So they had this big open space, right? And it was reserved, but we didn't know it was reserved. So we got a table, we sat down, we ordered drinks and food. And about 5 minutes later, this dude came in, this American dude. He comes in and stuff, and he sits down at the table next to us, and he's looking at us. And we're eating, and we're drinking, we're talking. And he's like, "Hey, are you guys here for the gaming meeting?" And I'm like, no. My friend's mom's from out of town. We're just hanging out, having drinks or whatever. And he's like, "Oh, we're having a meeting here and stuff. And you guys are more than welcome to stay here. But I'm a little early. Can I hang out with you?" And I was like, "Sure." So this guy came in, and I'm like, "What kind of a meeting is this?" He's like, "Oh, this right here is a video game meeting. So like, there's gonna be programmers and gamers from like all over the place."
Was it Otaru?
Maybe that's it.
Was it in Nakameguro?
Yeah, Nakameguro, right down the street.
So it was Otaru.
That's it.
Yeah.
So we sat down, we're drinking with this guy and stuff, and he's talking about games, and it's like the typical Japanese conversation. Where are you from? How long you been in Japan? What do you do in Japan and stuff? It's the conversation that all international people that have been living in Japan for over 6 months, 1 year, 5 years completely hate. I hate. I've been in Japan for most of my life.
Yeah. Regular, we can skip this.
Yeah.
There's a fast forward button.
Here's my resume. You can just read it. Right? So basically, then all of a sudden, like these guys are coming in and stuff, right? And they all start sitting all around us. And I'm like, wait a second. So all you guys are game creators? And there's like people from like all over the world that are sitting there, right? And they're showing me their games on their phones. And like this one really skinny kind of like guy, he's like, "Yeah, this is my game. This is my game." And he showed me this game. You probably know who he is. And it's like this action. It's like this action asteroid-esque game where it's just like it's so intense.
Okay.
Like almost had a heart attack. I'm like, "Oh my God, and I killed this guy, and then I killed this guy. And oh my God, the aliens are coming in. Oh my God, I just got kidnapped." And this guy's like, yeah, you gotta push that button really fast. I'm like, "Yeah, okay." Like, dude, it was fun. And then we're sitting there, we're having drinks, and everybody's talking. I started thinking to myself, I was like, holy smokes, I didn't know there's like an international like gaming community here, and then everybody's meeting up and stuff like that, And then later on, about maybe 2 or 3 months later and stuff, I was in Harajuku, and in Harajuku, I just stumbled upon Design Festa when I was completely hungover with my wife who was shopping for shoes, and I saw you guys and stuff. I'm like, "Hey, what's going on, guys? What are you guys doing?" And then you showed me your game, and everybody showed me their artwork and stuff, and then you gave me booze to kill my hangover, and I was like, "You guys are my best friends."
Yeah, that's right.
Let's work together. Let's work together. I got an art exhibition happening in 3 months. You're in, and then the rest is history.
Yeah,
That's how I learned about the different gaming communities and stuff. Can you kind of talk about the gaming communities here in Japan or in Tokyo?
Well, in general, I think there's a huge divide. There's the foreign nationals who make games. Then you have the Japanese side who make games, and then you have the in between. That's a very gray area. It's a mix between the international people and the Japanese devs. And it would be nice because in other parts of the world, it's just like one big clump of nerds and dorks making games.
Yeah.
But in Japan, it's literally 3 different groups. And you like, I'm trying to meld this all into one we are the world game.
Yeah.
It's like a little kumbaya moment. It's been interesting. But I will say this, the only time I've had like a perfect 50-50 came from the fighting game community, because that level of toxicity, it just, you're fighting, like, no matter what, it doesn't matter how good you're Japanese, Spanish, Chinese, whatever, as long as you're playing with each other, the language barrier is gone. We both know that we're both like playing this game, and we're both trying to win. And so we're having an experience, we're having a conversation, we're making a moment. And then when you get off the stick, you're gonna be like, "Oh, good game, man." Like it doesn't matter. Like we already had a conversation for at least 5 minutes. Whatever you got to say to me now, I know enough about you to be like, "Okay, cool. I can have a beer with you. I can eat this pizza with you because we've already bonded." And sometimes that happens online. Like sometimes like people would come to our events who had never met each other, but they've been playing each other for like months. And then
Wow.
when they meet each other, they're like best of fucking friends.
Wow. Games bringing people together.
And so that's been the one time where it's like, okay, cool. Like that was the perfect 50-50. I always had like 50% foreigners and 50% Japanese. And it was just like everybody was just nerding and dorking out. And it was beautiful.
Cool. Very
And
cool.
pizza.
And pizza? Oh my God. Where do you get your pizza?
Domino's.
Domino's? I do like Domino's.
I like Domino's too. We did have a situation when we were doing the event in Asakusa.
Oh, pizza's got to be expensive over there.
Not really.
Uh-oh, you got a connection.
Not if you go into the bar and be like, hey, because like the secret is here's the secret.
Okay, listen up.
Find you if you're in an event production at any doesn't matter what you're doing. Go and find an establishment that needs your business. This has to be a symbiotic relationship. Okay. Because it's really hard to walk into a place and be like, hey, I'm gonna come in here and turn your whole establishment into an arcade. Because the old dude's gonna be like, well, so you gonna bring some Nintendo in here? And I'm like, yeah, that's exactly what I'm gonna do. He's like, all right, well, we're not doing good as you can see, so whatever the fuck you do, just don't burn this bitch down. That's been my pitch for like Hilton hotels to dive bars. And it works because if they need business, these gamers would love to have a physical place to play. Online is don't get me wrong, online is cool, it's immediate, but the gratification of sitting next to a person.
The arcade.
Like, there's a good chance you're gonna make a friend here. Like instantaneous. And that's not online, that's not a follower, this is a real person. And some of the interactions you're gonna have are gonna be really, really beneficial for you down the line. I've had Japanese guys who've come to our events who don't speak any English. And they'll come back like a year later, like, yo, man, thank you, because I scored higher on my TOEIC score, and that gave me a different position in my job. And because you also got to think about this. In no time in their life, probably, okay, would like a really, really tiny Japanese dude, super Coke bottle glasses, hang out with somebody who looks like me, who plays football, who works in strip clubs. I don't know. It's too late. I said it now. And like when people see us together, they're like, "How the fuck does this work?" Because he can't speak English, and you can't speak Japanese, but we both play games, and it's a crazy relationship.
Very cool.
And like he was like, "Yo, like just having that time to sit with you guys made me change my mind about foreigners, and it wasn't forced. Like I was just there, and we were just playing, kicking it, and then it's like, oh, now I got a new, real friend.
Very cool, man.
So yeah, like that's been it. So like the power of gaming, like just having something that people can experience together. You don't have to be great; it helps, but
I'm sure it does.
You don't have to be great, but at least you can just you can join in. You can join in, but I try to elevate, try to make it more comfortable for girls, because I know that's the one really bad connotation about these game events is it's like they're dirty and it smells and it's just dudes, and everything I just said is true, but
it's games.
What I try to make it a little bit more appealing to female, or just humans in general. And the super big note, you have to make it appealing for corporations. Because the minute you make it appeal to corporations, then you don't got to pay for it with your money.
That's true. That goes across all sorts of boards. Yeah, pun intended. Game boards. Yeah. That's definitely a thing. Make them attractive to corporations. That's for real. Oh man, yeah, how to do that? The business side of my brain started going.
Yeah, the wheels start whirling
Oh my
like.
gosh. All right. Awesome. Okay, now you got to tell us about Ninja Man,
Okay.
the history of Ninja Man, because Ninja Man is like, I mean, you are Ninja Man.
No, I'm not.
You're not Ninja Man?
No, I'm not.
Because you wear Ninja Man clothes,
I
you walk
wear
around
Ninja
Ninja
Man
Man. Ninja
clothes.
Man's everywhere.
Yeah, I wear Ninja Man clothes, but like in the story, I'm not Ninja Man. In the game,
Mm-hmm.
you see like I'm in the game,
Mm-hmm.
and there's a Ninja Man character, so that can't be me.
Okay, okay. No, okay. No, I meant you're Ninja Man, not like you are Ninja Man's, but you are the Ninja Man
Oh
guy.
yeah, yeah. So I am the creator.
Or maybe you are Ninja Man because ninjas never reveal their
See,
identity. Oh no.
see, John's smart. John's a smart ninja.
I blame the
He's
coffee.
smart
My
ninja
third
over
co- Okay,
there.
okay, so tell us about Ninja Man.
Okay, so Ninja Man is not your typical ninja at all.
Mm-hmm.
Instead of using a
Wait,
sword,
wait, hold that thought. I'm just gonna check the sound right now.
listen,
I'm
okay.
kind of paranoid. I'm because we're streaming live and we got all this technology on the table. Let me just make sure that we're rocking and rolling.
Not your typical ninja at all.
Perfect. We are doing great. Fantastic.
Using
Okay, cool.
Okay, back
So,
at it.
Ninja Man.
All right, so Ninja Man is not your typical ninja at all. First and foremost, most ninjas attack you with like swords
Mhm.
and throwing knives or shuriken, right? So no katana, no shuriken. He uses a gold chain and
Mm-hmm.
he wields the power of love. And the reason I wanted to do that is because like in a lot of games, people die a lot.
Yeah.
And like I said, like, the Mortal Kombat experience that I had like back home in Atlanta, and then seeing people die, like
Mm-hmm.
get shot, like die, like
Oh, real life die.
real life die.
Oh, okay. I think you meant in games like
Yeah,
Mario killing the turtles.
yeah. That happens all the time. But like
Yeah.
when you see it in real life, it kind of makes you want to well, personally for me, I was just like, you know what? If I make a game, I'm gonna make sure that nobody dies.
Cool.
And I looked at the zombie trope, and the reason why like most video games you're killing zombies and aliens and robots is because there's not a lot of legal ramifications
Mm-hmm.
because these entities don't have their rights yet, I guess. But if you're gonna make a game and you start killing people, you're gonna have a problem.
Mm-hmm.
Unless you're like GTA and you got like $1 billion legal team that can be like, all right, cool, whatever you do, we got you.
Yeah.
But you gotta have that.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, I'm gonna make a zombie game, but instead of killing the zombie, how about we turn the zombie back into a human? Because that zombie has to be somebody's sister,
Mm-hmm.
somebody's mother, maybe their brother, their cousin, baby mama. It happens, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So I was like, yo, man, hit him with some love, turn him back into the human, and take him to the club.
That is dope.
That track's coming out later on. So,
You take him to the club,
that's it.
you're like, boom. All right, let's get loaded.
Yeah. It's like you back to human. Okay, let's get to this club. Let's get you going.
Oh my God, that's awesome.
So it worked out, and I was like, all right, cool. So we made a little funny story, and like kids loved it. I started making like the little iron bead art for it, and it's been working out pretty well. The latest version will be on itch.io next week.
Cool.
No, wait, let me not lie to you. The latest pixel art version of the game will be out on my birthday next week.
Bingo.
The super updated one that we worked on with Dinosaur will not be released, but you can see it next week at the event.
Fantastic.
So yeah, love Ninja.
Love Ninja. The
Some
ninja
love,
that
man.
loves.
Hit him with some love, take him to the club, man. Yeah.
Hit him with some love, take him to the club. Got it, dude. That is incredible. Oh my gosh. And dude, so you've got the whole ninja design, you got the t-shirt, you've got the artwork over here.
Iron bead art, yeah.
Yeah, dude. So can I see that? I've got one. I've got the small one that you gave me.
Oh
That's
shit.
awesome.
You know what? Hold on, wait. We're gonna do this live. We're gonna do this live. Okay. All right, so Johnny has definitely already played this before.
Uh-oh.
So we're gonna play it one more time.
All
All right, so when anybody ever sees me, you need to ask me, Scott, can I play the best game ever?
Scott, can I play the best game ever?
Sure, Johnny, you can play the
Nice.
best game ever.
Again?
But here comes the rules.
Uh-oh.
All right, so you have to state your name. What's your name?
My name is Johnny.
Okay, Johnny. The rule of this game is very simple.
Yes, sir.
You can only choose One.
That's it?
That's it.
Wow, that's how do you break these rules?
You'll be surprised. You'll be surprised. All right, so go ahead. Let's see what he gets, folks. Hey,
Oh
all right.
my goodness.
So Johnny got a star buddy. He already has a little baby ninja man, but now he has a star buddy.
I got a star, buddy.
Yeah. Okay. So that's it.
That's the game?
That's it.
Oh, did I win?
Yeah, you win. That's
Oh,
yours.
I can keep this?
Yes, that's
Yeah.
people always ask me that question. Like, yes, we went through all that for me to take it back from you.
I don't know.
No, that's yours. You keep it.
Oh my God, this is dope, man. This is so cool.
And so you can build the collection.
Oh my
But
gosh.
when you meet me, you got to say, Scott, can I play the best game ever?
Do you know how many people watch this? Including my mom, too.
Okay.
Don't go to Detroit.
Okay.
Oh my God. But this is awesome, man. Like I said earlier, you should definitely sell these, man. Oh my gosh.
I gotta start selling.
Make these, oh my God, make these in the matches.
Man, it's been amazing to see how
Necklaces.
people have integrated it into their own fashion.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
Like I've seen several people turn them into necklaces. I saw this dude weave it into his shirt.
What? Oh, yeah, I mean, you could. Yeah, there's holes.
Yeah, that was really, really slick. And I was like, oh, that's dope. Yeah.
Oh my
So that one goes into your. So Johnny has a little art shrine, and there's a Ninja Man back there. So I guess the Star Buddy's going next to the Ninja Man.
Now Star Buddy's got a buddy.
Yeah, there you
Star
go.
Buddy's got a buddy. That's dope. It's right next to Anthony's logo up here.
Oh, shout outs to Ant.
Yeah, Anthony. Yeah, dude. I always wear his hat, man. Yeah, his commercial will be in the video too.
Awesome.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. But yeah, you can make this into keychains, necklaces, earrings.
Coasters.
Oh my God. You ever seen Spaceballs?
Yes, I love that movie.
Of course, dude. Yeah. The flamethrower. It's all about merchandising, folks.
Yeah, we ain't find shit.
Comb the desert, right?
On the desert. That was Dave Chappelle, wasn't it?
No way. No way. No.
It's Dave Chappelle.
Is it really?
I think we got internet double check that.
Well, yeah, we got Google or AI. We don't have to use our brains anymore.
No, definitely not. Yeah.
Oh my God. Dude,
Actually, that's
dope.
funny because I'm actually trying to work out an AI character into the story.
Think about AI in gaming. Is it good? Is it bad? Is it going to take over?
Well, recently I just participated in Melting Hacks, and this was in collaboration with Alibaba Cloud Services, and they're actually trying to integrate AI into the creative process, which personally I don't mind because how I use it, it makes my outlines a lot tighter, and sometimes it generates really, really weird ass art, but at least it's a quick like placeholder. Like, okay, cool. I need like a game with 2 characters and just make sure there's a life bar. And you can give it like basic ideas. It'll regurgitate something. Now, is it right? No. Actually, I feel way more confident. Oh God, I'm telling you guys so many secrets. I go to kids. I mean, like real tiny kids.
Yeah.
If I got budget, if somebody would say, "Hey, Scott, we'll give you $1 million," I would love to make a team with just elementary school people.
Oh my God. Like the movie Big.
Yeah. Like,
Remember with Tom Hanks and stuff?
Yeah, like something like that.
He's like an adult. He's like a kid that turns into an adult that joins a gaming company and stuff.
Yeah.
And he makes comic books into like a real life kind of play. Well, you know, in the movie.
Yeah, because you gotta have like it's like having a child mind. Because like even if I have Ninja Man, I let kids play it. When they play it, that's who I really listen to. Because they're gonna number one, they're gonna be honest.
Yeah.
But then they'll just say something like, "Yeah, you should do this," and it'd be like mind-blowingly simple. But it's the answer that a room full of adults would have never given me.
Oh my God. Yeah, we call that a focus group.
Yeah.
A focus group of kids. Oh my God, that's the way to do it. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, you gotta get, and I think like now that gaming has gotten to this point, I feel like governments and everybody, we should backspin it a little bit and put that more so in the whole like STEM education program and like all that stuff. Because I feel like that's where it's lacking more than anything. It's just like, you know, it's hard to keep kids' attention right now. Like, and the internet is amazing. Like it's like
It's pretty good.
Like I don't understand. Like when I see people and they're always scrolling and stuff like that, I'm like, man, like That's not for me.
Mm-hmm.
But I could see how you can get locked in like that.
Oh yeah.
But at the same time, use that same tactic, but move it more so in an educational way.
Mm-hmm.
Because the whole thing was it STEM is what the acronym for was a science, technology, engineering. I don't know. Something in mathematics, right?
Engineering, STEM, mathematics.
Engineering and mathematics. And then STEAM is the one where you add art to it.
Oh, I
But
like that.
the problem with all those both of those acronyms
Yeah.
is where's the F? There's no fun.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like nothing is worse than being in a boring ass class.
Mm-hmm.
The lesson is probably extremely valuable.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, this is boring.
Oh God, dude. I mean, yeah, we're the same generation.
Yeah.
Dude, when we were in high school and junior high school, all our teachers were like Vietnam vets and stuff that were like freaking out. They're like,
They didn't have all their fingers.
they're like, all right, everybody.
I didn't understand why our shop teacher never had all their fingers. I'm like,
That is a true thing. And that's a warning. It's a warning.
I'm like, I'm going to that class.
Oh my gosh. Dude, did you ever have an auto class?
Yeah, I loved it.
Oh my God, I really wanted to take auto class, but like 4 years before, like my school had auto class, but 4 years before I got into high school, the auto teacher was actually bringing in cars from his friends, and the kids were fixing them, and then he was selling them and stuff.
Yeah.
So he got in trouble, and they completely just closed.
Dismantled it.
Yeah, and then after that, then there's shop where people are building
But it's
birdhouses.
crazy.
Yeah.
This dude was actually teaching them a trade skill.
Yeah.
And he was, I mean, I don't know if the kids made any money off of it. Probably
no,
not.
no, definitely.
But still,
Mhm.
that's education plus.
Yeah. Like, hey, I'm making money.
I'm making money.
Yeah. And you can too if you learn this trade.
And I'm pretty sure the kids who actually made the cars, they came in there on their own. They were like, yo, like I'm learning this. Like I was in metal welding and I had to get out because like me and that blowtorch, we were having a love thing. And he was like, Scott, will you please wear the fucking the shield? I would never wear that.
You were just looking at the
I was just
bright
looking
light?
at it.
Oh
Like,
my God.
that was
dude.
my problem. And
Your
then
eyes are gonna be as bad as mine.
one day it sparked up and blew up. And then I was like, okay, I'm gonna get these shades now.
Oh my God.
But like I was just
yeah.
sitting there just heavy welding. That was one of my favorite classes.
Yeah.
I made a jewelry box out of like this old like reinforced gate.
Mm-hmm.
Made it, had an art show, teacher stole it.
Teacher stole it.
She was just like, that's not a part of our exhibition. I was just like, okay, cool, you can have it.
Ugh.
I graduated somehow, so I let that one go. But like, like the world of art and gaming should not be so far apart.
I think they're really, really similar though.
They're so similar, but they're not nowhere near each other.
Kinda. But all right, let's go back. Let's go back. Atari.
Okay.
Right now, Atari, like
great logo.
The games like like this, right? But if you looked at the Atari games, oh sorry, dude.
No,
the Atari games themselves, like the actual cartridge, those were actual paintings.
Yes. The cover art.
Yes. Defender. Dude, Google Defender.
That's
Defender
an awesome ass picture.
Yes. It's like the world is being invaded. You have this beautiful girl with these big, eyes. And anyway, she's looking over and she's seeing this laser like destroy a building. And when I was a little kid and I saw that, I was like, this is my favorite game.
It's like you're having the adventure before you even put the game, and you're like, what the hell? Whatever this is, I'm trying to play it now.
Oh my God, that was crazy, man. Yeah,
I think that was like when you think about like cover art, it was like when I think about stuff like that, I think like Mega Man. Like the first Mega Man game.
But Mega Man was like this.
It was like, okay. Apparently somebody's doing ayahuasca or something. Like I just want to see what's going on. And the game was fantastic. But the cover art was just like, wow, this is crazy. Like even the Wizard and Warriors, they had fucking Fabio.
Fabio?
Yes.
What?
Yes. Gorgeous ass Fabio is the key art for Wizard and Warriors.
Wow.
And I was just like, who is this fucking luxurious white guy? like just his muscles everywhere, all types of non-Diddy baby oil.
Oh, yeah. It took me a second to pick that up. Oh, dude.
It was a glorious cover.
This is a family show, man.
I'm sorry. Anyways.
It's not.
But was like you said, it's like the cover art, because keep in mind, we were in a day of gaming where there was no commercial, there was no promotion, there was no
A little bit.
but it wasn't a lot.
Yeah, yeah.
Like you basically walked in the room and it's like, all right, cool. Unless you were filthy rich, it's like, dude, you only getting one of these games. So you better pick wisely.
Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah, because I remember Atari had the baseball game and Ozzie Smith. You know Ozzie?
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah. He was on the commercial and
yeah.
stuff, and I liked Ozzie Smith, so I was like, oh shit, and I got the game. It was like, ding. Well,
Sometimes that's all you need.
Yeah.
Sometimes that's all you
Oh,
need.
can we talk about difficult games?
Go. Yes.
Okay. All right. All right. Because I need to pick your brain on this. Okay. All right. Faders, many of you probably don't know this, but I'm kind of a nerd and I love comic books so much. Where like I actually read the original Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle comic books when they're like a bigger size and they're all in black and white and stuff. I thought that was so cool. I fell in love with the Ninja Turtles way before they were super popular. When the cartoon came out, I loved it. When the movie came out, I was so overwhelmed by the movie. The movie was just so incredible. I even tried to buy the main character's Sid Vicious T-shirt. I thought it was so cool. I was like, oh my God, I gotta get that shirt. You couldn't get that shirt anywhere. They didn't sell that at the mall or any place. So anyway, I was so in love with the Ninja Turtles. And so when the game came out for Nintendo, I bought the game, and that was by far the most
That
difficult
and Battletoads.
game I've ever played in my life. Where it's just like, I don't think I like the turtles anymore. Oh my God. The underwater when they're under.
Oh, those stupid ass spikes and the hitboxes. It's okay. Oh God.
What was up with that game? I want to buy the game right now just to see if I can
To
beat
see
it.
if you can beat it.
You can't. You can't. It's unbeatable. It's like the movie The Wizard. The only way you can beat it is with the Power Glove.
Yeah, or the Game Genie, so you can cheat.
We're talking about cheat codes. Oh,
Yeah.
I'm running around.
Okay, so how do I feel about that game in particular? Like, yeah, that it was ridiculously hard. And the thing is, like I said, we didn't have the internet, so we can't complain about it. So guess what? We played it. Yes,
Mhm.
it was hard,
Mhm.
but there's other games that was way harder than that. That was like, okay, Atari, ET.
Oh, I never played that. Well, I don't. Maybe I did.
Oh God, I hope you didn't. This shit was like, ugh, that game gives you cancer.
I saw the
Like,
documentary
it's
on it, though.
bad.
Yeah.
It's like fundamentally extremely bad. Like you can beat it, but when you watch a YouTube video, they explain it like, why would you do that to somebody?
Mhm.
But like, don't get me wrong, like hard games are still games.
Yeah.
And another way to think about it is for me, now that I've been in the game industry, I always think about this more than anything. For every game that came out, 100 games died before it.
Really? Just like good ideas.
Yeah, just good ideas that didn't land. That had just like developer died.
Mm-hmm.
Usually, what happens is there's no money.
Mm-hmm.
That's the number one cause of death is ain't no money.
Mm-hmm.
We can't make this game. Best of luck to you.
Wow. Or did they make it like really quick and just kind of throw it together?
I mean, that could happen too. I mean, there could be a complete and total clusterfuck.
Yeah.
You have people who don't know what they're doing. There could be. I mean, there's a number of things that could go wrong.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But for every game that came out, there's 100 games that died before it.
Wow. Even Pac-Man?
Weird story about Pac-Man because the Pac-Man story is actually tied into Little Baby Ninja Man.
No. Love it. All right.
Oh,
Here we
actually,
go.
it's tied because I was trying to like work out Ninja Man's powers.
Mm-hmm.
So Ninja Man's powers actually is he can use the power of love, but the gold chain actually gives him the power to go into other games.
Multi-dimensional gaming.
Right. Well, he can just like, okay, like, all right, we need you to go to Mario and go figure out what's going over here.
Mm-hmm.
Or we need you to go to Pac-Man and go figure out what's going on over there.
Mm-hmm.
And so because of how did I make the storyline? In the first version of the first stage of Ninja Man is actually based loosely off of Kage no Densetsu, which translates into The Legend of Kage,
Mm-hmm.
which I recently found out was based off this other manga called The Legend of Kamui.
Okay.
So it's basically Ninja Story, and it starts out like there's a princess. She's running through the woods. These other red ninjas come by and they jack her and they go away. You jump down, and then your job is to chase her and rescue her. You do this 4 times through the seasons: winter, spring, summer, and fall. When you catch her finally, it's like, okay, cool, you found a princess. However, and the game starts over.
Oh.
She's out there running through the woods again. I'm like,
Again.
yeah, again.
Again.
Why did I not just save you? The woods are bad.
I'm going home. I'm going for woods.
I go in the woods because I'm not doing that again.
I'm scared of the woods, to be honest. I don't like the woods.
Well, most people are.
I'll go to the park.
So I made that into a little parody. It's like, why does she keep running? So you go back. I'm just telling you guys parts of the story. You go back and he's like, dude, man, she keeps going to the woods. We don't know if we can find her or not. And then Pac-Man comes in.
Oh no.
And Pac-Man's like, hey man, I can help you guys out a little bit more because I'm Pac-Man. I got a whole power pellet plantation.
Mm-hmm.
Now I know you guys are like, plantation. It's not the same time. Pac-Man, the actual game, had a CBS cartoon called Pac-Man a long time ago. And guess where Pac-Man worked? At the power pellet plantation.
Wouldn't it be the power plant? Wouldn't that be better?
I don't know why.
Like the power
I don't know.
plant being factory? I don't know.
But keep in mind, this is the 80s.
Yeah, I remember that game.
Crazy.
He had a hat. Didn't he have like a
He did have a
little
hat.
fedora or something?
Yeah, so I put that all back in the game. So he's actually in the game, but he's like a wealthy tycoon, and I put that into the game, and it's funny. He has an episode.
Pac-Man, dude.
He has an episode. He has an episode with a couple ghosts, and I made a new ghost.
Mm-hmm.
I made a new ghost monster, and
There's 4, now there's 5?
Well, I made my own ghost monster for Ninja Man.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to go into that.
Mm-hmm.
There's a character. A couple
Getting
people,
deep.
A couple people already have the character.
Uh-huh.
Like I do make for people who read the story. I will make certain characters, and they'll be like, "Yo, I want that one." I was like, "Cause you read the story." Like, yes, I want that one.
Oh, dude.
But the reason why Pac-Man was actually a really great story because when I forgot for some reason the original designer, his name is slipping me right now. When he came up with the process to make Pac-Man, he had to like actually pitch it.
Mm-hmm.
They were like, "This is never going to work," and he was like, "Wow, what are you talking about? This game's fun. Like we play tested it, people love it." They're like, "It has a black background.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody wants a game with a completely black background."
Was it night?
Nah, he was just like, "What are you talking about? The game's fun. Like nobody's gonna buy your game because it has a black background."
Oh wait! You're talking to a marketing guy. Dude, marketing guys don't know what they're talking about. See, let me explain marketing to you. Let me explain marketing. I know all about marketing, all right?
They were just like, "It's too dark, it's too black, nobody's gonna buy this game."
Yeah.
And it's like, but it's fun.
The reason why they say that is because all the chefs want to put a little salt into the thing. So like if the background is like, let's say baby blue or pink or red or green or something, they can be like, oh yeah, the game was not so good until I recommended this and stuff. And then if the game blows up and stuff, they can put that on their resume. That's how marketing works. These guys have no idea what they're talking about. They just want to change one thing, which makes no sense whatsoever. That's marketing sometimes. Yeah, you got to be careful of those guys because if you just follow what they say, they can probably like add like a lot of water to your soup and make it all like not as strong and potent, if you know what I mean, right? Yeah.
But he stuck to his guns, and now Pac-Man became a super world hit.
Wait a second, didn't Pac-Man have a black background? Like when the board, remember the boards? Remember the tables?
Yeah,
the tables.
Yeah,
where you
but
play,
but when they originally made the game, and the marketing team they told him like this game's not going to work because the background is black. Change that, and he was like, no. And there you go. Like this
marketing people never listen to them. Marketing people think they know what they're talking about.
They never listen to them. If they gotta like if you're saying it's like they just want to put their salt into it, yeah, don't listen to them.
Yeah, well, exactly. That's a lot of times that's why they do that. And then if the game or whatever you're doing, if it's like whatever industry you're in, if it becomes successful, they can put that on their resume. They can become their boss or whatever.
Like I did this. It's like, man, you didn't do nothing. Shut up.
Yeah, you just changed one thing. Yeah, change the background. It's like clients whenever it's in advertising, make the logo bigger. You know why?
You gonna tell me the same thing next meeting, huh?
Make the logo bigger. You know, they always do stuff like that. Oh, God. Oh, my God. So, okay, Ninja Turtles. Now, okay, I got to ask you about cheat codes. Back in the day, games had cheat codes. The most famous cheat code of all time.
Up, down, left, right, BA select start. Or 007 37359. Shit.
Was that, all right, Contra, and was that James Bond?
No, the first one is Contra.
GoldenEye.
No, no. It's not Contra. It's the Konami code. That works for
Konami Brothers?
no, Konami, the company.
Oh,
That works for
oh.
Contra. It works for Life Force. It works for some other game too. It's the same because it's a Konami game. So it's called a Konami code. Like if you put that in for 3 different games, it gives you more lives.
Wow. Yeah, like I think it was like 100 lives or something.
Yeah. Well, Contra it gave you 30. It gave you 30 lives. But I
Nice.
played Contra so much that I could do that shit on 3.
Really? Of course. Well, of course, yeah.
Like, because I mean, you just remember, like, okay, I need this, and then it's like, then you get to your whole optimizing phase. Was like, you only need spread. The rest of them guns are trash.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
it's like spread is like you're good if you can hold on to this spread gun for the entire game, you're good.
God, yeah. Oh my God, that game was great.
Yeah.
Now, do modern games have cheat codes?
Yes.
They do.
They do. They
Wow.
do. They do, but it's hidden. And the problem with having the cheat code in the game is because now this is the good and the bad part. I can give you a cheat code, but as the dev, because we're digital content and not physical content, I can go back in and update this.
Oh, she's like
And now
change it.
your code don't work no more. So it's like it's not hardline anymore. It's just like, okay, like that Konami code works. Like if you go get Contra, it still works because we can't change it.
Kind of want to do that now.
Yeah,
I really wish I had a console right now. I'm like, all right, forget this podcast. Let's play some games. I'm gonna order some beer. Hold on. All right, we got a keg. 2 kegs, 2 kegs.
Get 2
All right,
kegs.
cool. Let's get 2 kegs.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got nothing to do today.
But I feel like those games are like there's so much to learn in those old games.
Yeah?
Because like I mean, the thing about the Konami code was somebody had to tell you that. Where was it written? How did you find out?
My
It's
friend.
just like Mortal Kombat. When they did a fatality, the first time I saw a fatality, the match is over.
Yeah.
And then just boom, I'm like, wait, how did you do that? This is not written anywhere. You had to find out. And people had jacked up explanations. Or sometimes they just lie to you. Yeah, man, you just grab the controller and do this. Like we would have idiots. Like, what is he doing? Shut up.
This is not working.
This is not working. You gotta use your elbow. That's
It's my elbow. It's like playing golf. Like use your elbow.
straight up lying to them. But yeah, man, it's crazy. Like we didn't have like when people started making game magazines and started making tips and tricks and stuff like that.
Nintendo Power.
Nintendo Power is actually one of my favorite magazines ever. Like, because like maybe one of your friends had it, and it's like, we gotta all sit down at lunch and just like, hover over this one fucking book because we don't have
The Map of Zelda. Remember that?
Yeah,
Oh, dude.
that is art.
That is a lifesaver. That was you're like,
That's art. Because if that's not your magazine, you gotta remember that. Copiers, you don't even have a cell phone. You can't even take a picture of it.
They had the Ditto makers.
Yeah.
Remember that were the blue and stuff?
Yeah. So, what that was? Okay. All right.
I forgot to tell you, the place is kind of haunted.
It's fine.
It's
Fair
fine.
enough.
I'm not afraid of ghosts. They're afraid of me.
The ghost just learned the Konami code, so he's like, "Yo, let's just try to practice it."
The ghost is like, what? It was up, down, left. Oh my God, I'm dyslexic. I had it all backwards.
Yeah. So
Oh,
yeah.
God.
So that's the actual Konami code.
Oh my
And
goodness.
there's so many other different codes in several different games that have become like super iconic. Yeah, and then like little tricks like and little things like when you play Mario Kart, if you hold the gas down at a certain time, you get that little boost.
Oh yeah, I remember. Kind of like it's like at the very
That
beginning.
doesn't work in real life. And you're gonna rear end somebody, but still, I mean, just little things like that.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Like, I mean, now I guess we call them Easter eggs. In a sense.
Easter eggs. Yeah, I guess so. Like in movies. Do you know where Easter eggs came from? The term?
No.
Oh my God, let me drop some knowledge.
Okay.
Dude, get this. Okay, have you ever seen the movie Rocky Horror Picture Show?
Yes.
Okay. When they were filming that was a B movie on a very limited budget, right? And everybody
Extremely limited budget.
Yeah, so anyway, everybody had to like, loosen tension and stuff and have some fun while they're making it,
Right.
just because, they had to produce this great movie and stuff with just like limited resources. So actually during filming they had Easter, right? And
Okay.
so for fun, what they did was on set they hid all these Easter eggs all over the place, right? And then on Easter morning they went in, they all tried to find all the eggs and stuff, right? And like, okay, we found all the eggs, okay, time to shoot. So then they started shooting, and I guess if you watch Rocky Horror Picture Show throughout the whole film, you could see Easter eggs hidden throughout the film,
Oh,
I
okay,
guess.
cool.
And then that's how the term Easter eggs came to be.
Oh, okay. Like in actual production or some kind of story or like, oh, did you see the egg? Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, isn't that crazy?
Yeah, because it happened during Easter. Okay,
Yeah.
all right, I get it now.
That's why they had Easter eggs like hidden there. But they didn't do it on purpose. They just didn't
Right.
find all the eggs and stuff. And then they're watching their film completely finished on screen. They're like,
Like,
oh my
sh-
God, dude,
you
there's
left that
oh
egg?
my God, there's a
You
peep
left
one.
that.
What's it doing in the bed? Oh my God. Oh jeez.
It's like you're supposed to be checking the shot, but you just completely forgot that egg was there.
Yeah, but it made global culture, Easter eggs.
And the funny part is, that's a game.
Rocky Horror Picture Show?
The whole thing about the Easter eggs.
Is it really?
No, I mean, yeah, just physically taking something and be like, okay, guys, I hid these eggs all over the place.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You had to go find them, right? But your dumb ass forgot to take it out of the shot.
That is a
And so
game.
now
They
that little game is now a part of something that's like extremely iconic. So yeah.
Oh my God, yeah. Change the world. All right. I know you don't have too much time,
Oh,
but
no.
I've got how much time do you have?
Keep going.
Oh, you got okay, cool.
Yeah.
All right. Have you ever been to Space Station in Osaka?
No, I wanted to
Oh my
go.
God, dude. I'm really good friends with the owner, Matt.
Okay.
He's been on the show a couple of times. Dude, Space Station is like the ultimate gaming, like video game bar
Okay.
in the world, dude. I mean, in the ultimate being like it's not super big that has all these like high-tech gaming consoles or anything. It is the perfect size with the perfect amount of games, with the perfect prices for drinks, with the perfect games available, with the perfect staff.
I do
You
know
go
of
in
this
there.
place.
Yeah.
I do know of this place. Yeah.
It is absolutely iconic. If you ever go there, if you ever go to Osaka and you want to go, call me and I'll call Matt and I'll be like, "Yo, Matt, dude, my friend Scott, he's gonna go down there. He's a gamer. He owns a gaming company. He makes games and stuff like that. Open up a little early and stuff and let him come in and maybe he'll do that and stuff just so you can get a whole run of the place because that place fills out quickly. You
Okay.
know." And I mean, every time I go there, like, I mean, Matt's my friend, so I go in there early. We have a couple of drinks, we play some games. My wife, see, the cool thing is, my wife doesn't really drink, but she loves games, right? So we go in there,
There you
he's
go.
playing games, I'm drinking with Matt, we're having a great time.
Yeah. It's like partying with games is such a good concept because you're right. Some people are not drinkers.
Yep.
Some people don't like to smoke. Some
Yep.
people are socially awkward and they would just rather just play a game.
Mhm.
And guess what? If two socially awkward people get together and they play a game, now they're having a conversation.
Now, they're not socially
They're not
awkward,
awkward
they're
anymore.
social.
They're social. So it does help
Mhm.
a lot. So
Yeah.
I like going to like it's I've been doing it for so long. I feel kind of weird sometimes when I go to people's events and there's no games. I know I
Oh.
like every now and then like it's like, oh man, I went to this event and they had Street Fighter. But there's people who are
Mhm.
listening to this podcast and they'd be like, man, I wish that would fucking happen. Because then they'd be like, thank God I got something to do. Like, because like
Make it. Make it.
yeah.
Wherever you are in the world, if you're in Ecuador, Estonia, maybe Ohio or someplace,
Yeah.
wherever you are in the world, make your own gaming community.
Please.
Yeah, start
Please.
your own arcade. Maybe you start off in like your garage, and then maybe you find like an establishment, like you said,
Yeah.
that needs business. And you go there and you're like, yo, listen, I'm gonna bring in like 50 people. We're gonna buy your food, buy your drinks and stuff, but we're gonna bring in like consoles and stuff like that. And we're gonna play games all maybe Friday, Saturday, Sunday afternoon or something.
Yeah. I mean, ultimately you're building a community, which is extremely important because we all need outlets. And I think that's been like probably one of the biggest benefits of just playing games. It's just an outlet. It's just like a way to relieve stress
Mm-hmm.
and meet new people. And, focus. Because, like, I think people have this connotation that, like, games are bad. But the one thing it does do is that it does make people who have a hard time focus.
Mm-hmm.
It's hard to beat video games. Like, that hard, like, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle game.
The Turtles.
It made you focus. And your mom, she might have been like, why is he playing it for so long? But at least she knows where you are.
That's true. Yeah, I'm in my bedroom staring at my TV.
Yeah. Like that was I think that was my mom's like she was just like, I know that you're playing these games for incredible amounts of times, but I can't trade off the level of safety here.
Yeah.
I know where my child is.
Right?
I don't think about it. I know where you are. My
Mm-hmm.
mom would like I'd go to the arcade. I'd be there for like when I was a kid, or maybe like 11 or probably even younger than that. She'd like go to the arcade with your friends.
Mm-hmm.
Here's $5. Make that stretch.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Watch people play, you
Watch
play,
people
yeah.
play, like talk to different people. You'd be in there for like 8 hours.
Mm-hmm.
Best time of my life. You don't have to do anything. Like, just make sure you eat.
Mm-hmm.
Like included in that $5 is your food money as well. So you better start budgeting this.
True.
But like yeah, so like
Video game arcades always had vending machines. You could always get a couple of candy bars and a soda.
or they were located in the mall.
Mm-hmm.
So
Oh yeah, that's right.
yeah,
Yeah, I always
yeah.
went to the one downtown.
Yeah, our in Georgia, all of our arcades were either located. It was oh, no, sorry, it was three. They're in the mall,
Mm-hmm.
or in a laundromat,
Mm-hmm.
or they're at the bowling alleys.
Oh, the bowling
The
alley.
bowling alley arcades
Mm-hmm.
is where I learned extreme life lessons.
Oh my God.
Because the bowling arcade didn't close because it's a bowling alley. And
Uh-huh.
in Georgia,
Mm-hmm.
our bowling alley would also have an adult area.
Oh, the bar.
Well, they had the bar that was actually it was like a club inside of the bowling alley.
Oh wait. Oh, strip club. Really?
This is Georgia.
Oh,
Yeah,
I've never been to Georgia. I gotta go.
you should go. So like it was Glenwood Lanes. I
Mhm.
remember this place, and they had Samurai Showdown too. And I was cleaning. I mean, cleaning up. We was making money. And I remember, this is a fucking terrible story, but fuck, I want to tell it.
We're live, dude.
Oh,
If you don't want to tell the story, I got tons of questions. Yeah, hey, tell me later.
okay, I'll tell you later.
Tell me later. Don't incriminate yourself.
Only thing I remember was like my mom touching me, and she was like, I was like, we gotta go because she's going to kill me.
Oh my goodness. Okay.
Oh, it was a crazy story. Anyway, we'll go back. That's another time. Another time.
Another time. That's another time. Okay. All right. All right. We're almost finished up with questions. How can somebody get into the gaming community here in Japan? Like maybe they want to start making games or designing for games or something. Let's say somebody from somewhere all over the world, whatever, they come to Japan, like, I'm here to like make games and do games and stuff.
All right.
Do you have any recommendations?
So the first thing you should do is try to get familiar with as many tutorials as possible.
Mm.
Learn some kind of engine
Mm-hmm.
so you can make a game. But even before that, try to find a community that can help you. Because do not do this by yourself. You will save yourself a whole lot of headaches
Mm-hmm.
if you find a community or some kind of support base that will
Mm.
help you
Yeah.
in the process. But most importantly, to make a game, what I tell people now is you got to figure out a way to get whatever's in your head onto some paper so I can at least see it or read it because I can't read your mind.
Mm-hmm.
Like you can be, oh man, this is great. No. Get it on some paper so it's tangible at that moment. So then I'm like, okay, cool, we can do X, Y, and Z and we can get this done. Like that, there is a plan. Because you just telling me over and over again, that could change the next time I see you.
True.
But if there's an actual like, okay, cool, this is a plan and we can see it, then we can act upon that. And don't be afraid. Don't be even the dumbest ass idea. Somebody else might be because it's on paper.
Mhm.
Now somebody be like, he's like, hey, it needs to be read. And unfortunately, the whole thing about make it bigger, sometimes that's the right answer.
Sometimes.
So sometimes it really is, but the whole thing is it's gotta be tangible.
Mm-hmm.
It's gotta be like in front and then like, okay, cool. It can be anywhere. Just most importantly, you gotta start.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta get it out of your brain and onto either the internet or a piece of paper so you could actually make your own check.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's stuck in your brain, like you going through a cycle. But when it's out there and it's in front of you, it's like, okay, how can I use this?
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, don't be afraid and just write it out. I mean, keep a journal. take notes of everyday life. Because the weirdest part about all of this is that we're in a game right now.
The game of life.
Yep. We're in a game right now. So if you want to make a game, just look at yourself.
Cool. All right. Awesome. We should probably finish the podcast on that. That is like gold, solid gold. Oh my gosh. Oh, I got one more question about
Go
like
ahead.
movies. Is that cool?
Yeah.
I mean, after that, I mean, maybe I'll just edit this dumb question out of
Just throw it in there.
All right. Yeah. I'm like, see you later, folks. All right. Okay, well, within the last like maybe 15, 20, well, actually about I would say like 23 years or so, a lot of comic books have been made into some great movies and stuff. Marvel, DC, Image a little bit and stuff. I mean, everybody's seen like the Spider-Man movies, the X-Men movies, and so on, right?
Right.
And so these comic books have been made into movies, but recently a little bit like games have been made into movies as well. Like the
Right.
Mario movie was really successful, and they just made the
Sonic.
Minecraft.
Yeah,
Sonic.
Sonic did extremely well. I think Sonic was actually one of the best movies.
Hmm.
But yeah, man, it's been a lot of, video games turned into movies.
Yeah.
If your question is what game do I think should be turned into a movie?
Bingo. That's it. Yes. Yeah. Did you read my mind, or did no? You read the question. That's what you did.
Oh,
Don't look.
there's
Look.
dude, there's so many. If there's a ninja,
Mm-hmm.
Strider needs to be a movie.
That's Shinobi.
Because it's literally almost the same thing, but Strider has that whole cyberpunk kind of feel to it. And it's a Sega game, so the music is way better. The
Ah.
colors and like the action. So Strider would be my ninja game to turn into a movie. What other game do I think needs to be a movie? The Misadventures of Tron Bond, which is a sub character in Mega Man. And I do have a personal reason why, because in Marvel vs. Capcom 2, I main Tron Bond, and it's a really fun little quirky little title. And damn, what else? It's so many, dog. It's like the funny part is
Hmm.
I kind of don't want that to happen.
Why?
Okay, so are you completely and 100% satisfied in Marvel's or DC's choices of
I know where you're going with this.
making movies out of their current IP selection? There's so many more books. Like, and the reason my biggest
Punisher.
bone,
Punisher.
okay,
It kind of blows.
yeah, my biggest, and because you have personal stripes. Like for me, I am so mad at Marvel for what they did with Age of Apocalypse.
Oh yeah?
Like that's not my apocalypse.
Really? Oh my gosh.
Like they could, or either go back and do that story over again.
They do that.
Yeah, I mean, because
Like
now,
a Spider-Man.
yeah, goddamn, yeah, for exactly. And I feel like the last Spider-Man was probably the one they did correctly. And to be honest, my favorite comic book to movie
Mhm.
adaptation was Enter the Spider-Verse, and I
Oh, that was
was.
a good one.
But
Hmm.
where do we draw the line?
Hmm. Is that a movie? It's a movie. It's an anime movie.
Yeah, but see, that's it. You put the
It's a
anime
hybrid.
movie in front of it.
Yeah.
I look at that as that's an amazing movie.
Yeah, absolutely. It was great.
But there's other sagas, there's other stories. I'm like, man, but I get it.
Mhm.
And the funny part is that ties into games.
Mhm.
When you think about like, okay, so when Marvel vs. Capcom 3 was released,
Mhm.
when we looked at the roster, we were like, there's no X-Men in this damn roster.
Mhm.
The reason is because Disney was like, oh, you're going to make a game, but you're going to put Thor in it. You're going to put Rocket Raccoon in it. You're going to put everybody who got a movie. They better be in this game or I will take all your money.
They're adding the water to
Yeah,
the soup, right?
right. Because
Yeah.
they got a bigger agenda.
Mm-hmm.
They're like, okay, yes, you can put these characters. This is the list of characters.
Marketing.
Yeah. Yeah. So this is the list of characters that we want in this game because we gonna have a movie. That's cool. You got a cool little list. You're gonna put Colossus, you're gonna put Storm, you're gonna put all these other like Banshee, all these cool ass characters. But you know what? We don't have a movie for them, so they gotta kick rocks right now.
You know what? I know how to do it. You have the movie exactly the way you want it, but in one scene, one of the main characters goes into a bar, and then all those other people are working at the bar or just sitting there.
Yeah, you give them an Easter egg.
There you go. That's it. That's it. That's how you do it.
But is that the way to do it? For the tried and true comic book reader, is that enough for us?
I don't know. Comic books, the movies and comic books. I mean, they're great. I don't know. I do like them. Yeah, obviously so. But yeah, I mean, it sucks being disappointed though. Where you watch.
That's life.
Yeah.
That's gonna happen.
No, but I know exactly what you're saying though. I can completely relate because like when you talk about like your favorite game, and like, let's say Ninja Man, right? I mean, let's say you sell the rights down the line or whatever.
Right.
You sell the rights, and then Disney buys it, and then Disney
God.
Disney
I
makes
see
it
where you
into
go with this.
yeah, they
That
make it into
sucks.
something
that
completely
sucks.
different.
Yeah.
And you're just like, oh my God,
What did
oh
I
my
do?
God, no,
That is not what I
Oh,
wanted.
I've been Jack Kirby'd. Because Jack Kirby made all these characters, and then or Steve Ditko or whatever. Yeah, and then they just took the ball and ran in a different direction.
So you gotta like, as a creator,
Yeah,
when you're talking about not a reader,
yeah,
you're talking about the person who created. Yeah, there's some points where you're gonna have to let go.
yeah.
But as a fan,
Hmm.
yes, you feel kind of jaded. Yes, you feel kind of entitled. Like it's like, no, I did not make that, but God damn it, you didn't do it right.
Yeah, but you can't please everybody all the time anyway. Oh
No,
God,
fuck
no.
that. No, please me.
Yeah, please this
I
guy.
don't care about nobody else. I need you
Oh.
to please me.
Oh man, okay. I should have had that question go on before the last question. Oh man. Okay, because I just opened up a whole box of worms. All right, recently. Yeah, I think that's pretty much just by hanging out and stuff. We answered all of these.
Yeah.
Cool, man. All right. Dude, all right. Now, okay, what I want you to do is plug what you want to plug. If you got like a new, like let's say a game
Okay.
coming up, or if you're starting like a new company, if you're doing something. So now what I want you to do is just tell the world
just shoot off.
exactly
Okay.
where they should go, what they should do to find out what's going on about you and to find out more and stuff, whatever. Also, all your plugs are going to be down in the show notes. So faders, all you guys listening to us or watching us on YouTube,
Okay.
I know only like a very small amount go to YouTube to watch this, but a lot of you guys are listening. So yeah, definitely go to the show notes, click on the links, and you will find this.
At Scott Popular, damn near on everything. At Scott Popular, one word. That's Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. Definitely come and hang out with all the ninjas in Tokyo on Discord. So that'll be here as well. There's going to be a LinkTree, like Scott Popular LinkTree. There you can go anywhere and find anything.
Cool.
Definitely follow Game Maker because I am currently working with Game Maker. I'm their event creator here in Japan right now. So definitely follow
Very
the Engine
cool.
Game Maker. And yeah, besides that, man, be cool.
Yeah, be cool. And have fun.
Be cool and have fun,
Yeah.
man. Please have as much fun as possible.
Wow, awesome. Dude, Scott, we've been doing this for 99 minutes.
Perfect.
Oh, man, 100 minutes. Let's go to 100. Oh, dude, I want to say thank you so much, man. I mean, I've known you
Dude,
for a
thank-
while and
dude,
stuff.
dude,
We
thank
had
you.
an art
I'm glad we got it
together.
done. Yeah,
Yeah.
like we've worked on several projects, and this is just another project to add.
Oh, man, our resume is getting really long now.
Yeah. Oh shit. Oh, sorry. Next week, Game Maker Japan, May 15th. I'll be there. It's also my early birthday party.
Happy birthday to you.
Hey, bring your Hawaiian shirt.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Hawaiian shirt.
I think it's gonna be an Aloha bash.
I'm gonna have to buy one. Awesome, man. Dude, thank you so much for being on the show. Thank you so much for talking about all the stuff that you do and the history and the cheat codes and everything like that. Like, I mean, I learned so much, faders. I know all you guys learned so much too and stuff. And yeah, dude, thank you so much for being here. I know you're super busy, and it really means a lot that you came on, you did the show and stuff, because I mean, this is just solid digital video game gold that we all got to learn and experience and enjoy together. 100 minutes, we're at it, dude. Dude, thank you so much, man.
John, let's go.
Awesome. Yeah, let's get some beers. All right.
Hey.
Faders, thank you so much for tuning into this very, very special episode of Got Faded Japan. If you're listening to this, definitely go to the YouTube. Check us out on the YouTube. It's a beautiful show to watch because we're here, we're hanging out, and I'm going to put in all sorts of video game graphics and stuff, and it's going to be super, super, super cool. And support the show by going to Patreon. Give us a couple of bucks. It keeps the lights on. And whatever you do, definitely go in the show notes and support everything that Scott Popular is doing because it is amazing. Absolutely incredible. Thank you so much. Oh, we're on 101. Still a pretty good number. All right, I wanted to finish on 100. But anyway, thank you, Faders. See you next time. Peace.
My little brother, a goddamn shit-sucking vampire. Oh, you wait till Mom finds out, buddy.
I've got a government job to abuse and a lonely wife to fuck.
As far back as I can remember, I always wanted to be a gangster.
God, the pressure! I can't take it! I can't take it! I can't stand to it!
You sure excuse me?
We're going drinking! We came, we saw, we kicked his ass!
Your move, creep.
Man, I will never forgive your ass for this shit. This is some fucked up repugnant shit.
Fuck it, dude. Let's go bold.